Howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Happy days, boys and girls. Not really happy days. Days. I've been pissed off all night. It's night and it's coming up on morning. In fact, it's 5:30 in the morning. Whoa! My hamsters decided to see if they could overload that side of the cage. Holy smokes. Occasionally they'll do that. They tried to do that earlier before. Yesterday it was? I had the plastic cage set up on top of another cage, just temporarily. But the big guy found out that if you walked over like to this one spot, the cage would go like that. And then it would start to slide, and then he'd go whoop, and then he'd move, and then it'd stop, and then he'd go back over there, and it would do it again. And so we kind of watched it do that for a while, and I was like, oh, you are just going to knock it all over the floor no matter what. And he was about that far away from getting it all over. Yeah, so the night started out with 3 megabytes per second download, half a megabyte per second upload. Then my brother-in-law had to go to bed. He can't easily get around to do things anyway because of his stroke. But not even an hour after he went to bed, everything dropped from 0, and I can't connect to a damn thing now. I've been offline all night, hoping I'm going to get it done today. I'm upset, irritated, angry. But what do you do? Pissed off. I'm a dancing monkey, and I want to dance for you. And I'm really, in fact, I get upset when I can't dance, and so I can't dance for you as a dancing monkey, and I'm sad. But that's okay. I'm gonna do now, finally, sort of the only kind of video I can. Ooh, after I scratch my neck. I have very delicate skin, and that label on my shirt is still there, and it's hurting real bad now. As soon as this is over, I gotta clip that out of there. Oh, it hurts. And it's just a piece of cloth. Wanted to talk about hamsters, of course, the only thing I can, and important health and safety tips. 2 things. We're going to do a pregnancy check, and along with sexing, and then what to do with their teeth, not mine, because it's important. They've only got their little mungy teeth on the sides. I'm not quite sure what those are made of. I don't even know if they're really teeth on the sides or if they're a teeth-like buildup. But their 2 teeth they got in the front and back, plus their upper jaw is split. That's like why even when their mouth is shut, you can see their 2 front teeth, because they got a cleft palate. Found that out just the other day too, because I'd wondered why. And it must be a cleft palate, like the naked mole rat, how it's got its teeth way out there. It must be a cleft palate. Anyway, because they just got 2 top teeth, 2 bottom teeth, those are the only ones they have. So you got to make sure their teeth are in good shape, because if they get cracked, split, broken, that's bad. And what's even worse is if they get too big, and then they can't meet them together to eat, unless you just want to watch the guy starve. You've actually, I imagine it's best done by veterinarians. But in all the manuals I've seen, it has just said, an experienced home user, quote unquote, for hamsters. And I've had to do it, and I'll probably have to do it again in the future. But if their teeth won't go far enough apart, if they've grown, and it's happened to a couple of mine, you've actually got to clip them down far enough that they can get their jaws open so they can eat. And I've only had to do that to like 3 or 4 hamsters in all my years. But there was, it's just been 3 or 4 where I've had to, because they just couldn't even get their teeth open to clip it, to eat, and just, and they break right there. Unless you got really good scissors that are designed for that sort of stuff. And In my case, it was either starve or do what you did. So I did what I did. And lived through it. All my hamsters that I've had to do that with lived through it and been able to eat just fine. So I'm not complaining about that. Now, the check, and it looks terrifying. Come on, Bobo. Come on, Bobo. I need your help. I'm going to show everybody. Here's Bobo. It looks absolutely terrifying to do this. It's one of the few times that you have to kind of put a hamster on its back, or at least straight up. If not, you don't want to put it straight back. I mean, that's like being dangled upside down in a weird angle for a human being for them to be on their back. But not another guy. You got to. This does not hurt them. Remember, and it's something you have to do to check their teeth. You get them back here on the cheek pouches. And then you carefully, come on now. Oh, his fur is too soft. There we go. And then pull like this, carefully, so that you can check his teeth. Oh, I'm getting a little bit concerned about your teeth there, buddy. There, actually, take a look there. I'm going to show you again. See how long his bottom teeth are? If they get much longer, without him being able to grind it back, I'm going to have to throw more wood in there for him to chew on. Maybe some metal. Well, howdy. This is a quick interrupt for a status report on little Bobo here. I've been taking a closer look at his jaw. It's really hard for you to see for yourself. I don't know that you'll be able to see this. Come on, Bobo. But I took a good long look at his upper jaw. Come on, Bobo. Come on, I know it's uncomfortable. But if you take a look at his upper teeth, it's actually just an upper tooth. One of his upper teeth is gone. And to be honest, I've never looked close enough, and I feel bad about that after the whole thing about about his teeth. I can't remember if it's always been that way. That could be a fibro thing. But I don't think it is, in which case whatever he's been eating took out a tooth. And, well, he can't grind those down. I mean, because his teeth are missing. Come on, Bobo, you need to show him one last time. Promise. Because see how tall those bottom teeth are? Come on, Bobo. Come on. There. Come on. You see that? I'm really sorry, Bobo. He almost now can't get in there. So, rather than let him starve, I'm going to have to clip back those bottom teeth. So, I really hope it's if it hurts him, it's only going to hurt him a little bit, because it's going to take down the bottom teeth there so he can eat, and that's never a good feeling. But once those get down, and then they continue growing, because, oh yeah, they continue growing, it'll start feeling better on him again, and he'll be able to eat, his weight will come up, and he'll be able to start healing on that, and that's good. Hopefully that other tooth will start. Oops, someone just woke up, had a nightmare. Well, I'm going to go give him a clip, and then we'll get you filled in on a status report. I'll have to clip him back if he can't grind them down. They're looking pretty close. And I don't want to have to do that. That's worked out pretty good. Just found a good pair of scissors. Had to carefully place him. This bloody hand made it a little more difficult. In the end, I had to set him down on the table on his back. And then while holding the scissors with this hand, took it with this and went click. And he didn't make a noise because it didn't hurt him. He was uncomfortable because the scissors were there. But when it went clip, he didn't make a sound, and here's what his teeth look like now. So come on, Bobo. Come on. See that? All I did was take back about, come on, 1 or 2 millimeters, and now he can eat. He's got plenty of room to eat. Now this is Fuzzums. My son calls her like Fluffy or something. Let's check those teeth. You pull back. Oh, and her teeth are good. They're nice colored. There's plenty of room. Oh yes, and of course, you can tell Vive la femme because there's just a dark spot, and that's, yeah, I know, but I've got to show people, so don't get too like rambunctious here. Relax. And that's the female hamster, which is really weird too. All sorts of weird things. Just like a human being, hamsters just have 2 mammary glands, but they have a whole bunch of nipples down their leg so that they can feed multi-babies. I thought there would have been little batches of each one. Wow, it's like efficiency or something. Money, I need you. I want to check your teeth. Here we go. You need to give me the grin. Oh yeah, he's got good teeth. Those are real good teeth. He's got really good teeth. They're not too big. There's plenty of room for you to eat. They're in really good shape. And then of course, I think I've named this one finally Iron Balls McGinty, because as you can see, that's a male hamster. He's got quite a package he's handling. He's got down there. Just dangling for a moment, little fella. Then, unlike the female, you know, they've got the huge testicle pouch, and then the little tiny penis, and then there's the on their tummy there, it's like their little belly button, or if it's a dwarf, that's where they have a scent gland. So it looks kind of like they have a zit on their tummy, but it's not. It's a scent gland. Okay, oh, I didn't check his teeth. I just did a sexing for you guys. So you know what to look for in a female, what to look for in a male. Now let's check those teeth. Okay, come on, do the grin. I need a hamster grin. Oh yeah. See that big gap between them? That's what they need to eat. And if they got plenty of gap, then that's good shape. He's got good shape for his teeth too. Pretty much the only one I've been worried about is Bobo. His bottom teeth. I gotta keep a watch on them. I hope they're gonna be okay on their own. I don't want to hurt him. And I can't afford to go to take him to a vet. It's the 11th and I'm already like minus $52. I don't know what happened. And I've already had one. My bank doesn't have checks bounce. They honor them to minus 500. So it can be painful, but at least you're not going to be bouncing around town. Okay, I need a chipmunk. Here, Chippy. Her name is still Chippy. Because, once again, you can tell there's the little dark spot. And that's a female hamster. Who knows where the actual mammary glands are? I don't. Just check your teeth. Give us that grin. Hurry. Oh. I need a better grin. I need to really see those teeth. I'm a little worried too. Yeah, those teeth are her bottom teeth are getting a bit long. Like both. So sometimes you got to really be prepared for little things to help out your little buddies. Make sure they're going to be okay. I'm just glad that turned out okay. I mean, he's been getting thin, and I've been wondering, and like an idiot, I didn't put 2 and 2 together until just now. So he should be able to eat real good. Thumbs up. Back to our regularly scheduled silliness. I'm concerned. I'm gonna have to keep a look on her. Oh, and then little times like that, like when I'm doing the teeth thing, like you'll see times that their eyes just kind of like really bug out of their heads, like little weird things, like alien space creatures. Like, I need a good grin. I need a grin for the teeth. There. You see, like when you can see her teeth, how her eyes are bugging out the top of her head too. You don't have to worry about that. Their eyes are not really bugging out of their heads. It's because they have really, really, really loose skin that their eyes are just normal, but if the skin moves around or stretches out real tight, then it looks like their eyes are just being squeezed out of their heads, like 3 feet long. But it's normal eyes, it's just their really loose, floppy skin is being pulled tighter. Because don't lift your hamster this way. I'm just going to show it to you. I mean, sometimes you have to, but if you can see all this loose skin on her, I mean, they got tons of loose skin. Now the thing is, as I was saying, my foot's under, is you don't want to lift them up that way, because even as babies, mama hamster does not pick up babies like cats and dogs. Cats and dogs will do that way. They don't pick them up here. It must have to do with their weird skeletal structure, because most of their backs are down here and they curve really weird. So it just hurts them to pick them up other than some fun. But now, the last thing of my 15-minute video so far, which is pregnancy baby check. Alright, no problem. This is either Fuzzums or Sweetums, or else I just call them Fuzzums and Sweetums if I don't have a name. She's a female. We're gonna check for babies. Now that's actually not really something that you can check for, that you can see on camera. Here, little guy, you go loose for a moment, because I need to adjust it. It's something you have to actually feel for. And so all I can do is tell you how to hold, how to gently feel, and then go from there. Like, first thing first, when you hold her like this, her tummy is feeling a little thicker. Because male and female, right along there between the ribs and the hips, it's not usually that thick. But she's starting to feel thick, and when I turn her over like this, and I can feel and touch her tummy is really, it's not just her tummy. Just a minute, it's okay. It's okay, you're alright. She's very thick through here. And very full, which normally they aren't like that. So she is either filled with babies or tumors. Let's see. Then there's this gentleman. All my hamsters are trying to climb up my hands like crazy. We check. This way she's feeling a little thick. A little thicker, my little bear. So let's, now remember, just for a little while, nice and carefully, you need to have not a firm hold, or you're going to squash them and kill them. Just a gentle hold, and then you just gently palpate. And she, stretched out like that, she's feeling pretty, not solid, but there's stuff in there. She's growing babies. Let's see, I need chipmunk 2, and then chipmunk 3. And she came along of her own volition. Chipmunk 1, 2, and 3 are named Chipmunks 1, 2, and 3 because whichever one I happen to pick up when I say Chipmunk 1 is Chipmunk 1. She's pretty active. These are both pretty active. You're not really feeling all that full. And you aren't feeling very thick either. Nice and careful. Relax. They're very active. Just relax, little one. And your tummy. She may be very early stage pregnant. How about you? Very careful. She feels thicker, but it doesn't really feel like any differentiated masses. Just sort of a, I'm big and fluffy. So I'm not sure with her. And then, what do you do? Oh, you were racing around with a mouthful of bedding and you didn't want the other. Where are you? There we are. Fluffy. Okay. You feel the tum-tum on the sides. Oh, she's feeling pretty thick. Okay, just relax, just relax. Let me feel that tummy, and yeah, there's babies in there. They don't want out yet. None of them want out yet. It'll be soon. I mean, female hamsters have a 4-day menstrual cycle, and they probably have a gestation period of about less than a month. So they're just all really active right now. So come on, Pleasant, into your cage. If you've liked what you've heard or seen on this, hopefully educational hamster video, then please leave me a like, or leave one of these little guys a like. If you have not yet subscribed, I really think you should. I think everyone in the world should subscribe and look at my hamsters and listen to me. And look at me too. I'm almost, as soon as I can get my computer up and running, it's going to be about a week, and then I'll have the first episode of Hamsters ready. And to be honest, I've really been thinking of a podcast to go on top of all this stuff, because really, there's not enough me out there in the world. And I've made a start of getting more me out there, but I need to get more me. So thank you very much. And just remember, today has been a hamster testicle production. See you on the flip side.